With that, I'll yield back my time and recognize the ranking member, Mr. DeFazio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I represent about half the Oregon coast and a number of fishing communities. I actually grew up on the East Coast and I'm very familiar with the issues, particularly as relate to Georges Banks and Cape Cod from my early life. So I've long association with the ocean and ocean resources. You know, Magnuson has made some tremendous progress, but I agree with you that the law as currently written, particularly some of the amendments in 2006, have had some unintended consequences and does need review and potential revision by this community. There is a balance to be struck here. No one wants to see that we're having a race to catch the last fish or to crash a stock that just won't ever come back. But on the other hand, we're dealing with people's lives and livelihoods here, and many are multi-generational families who have fished. We're dealing with a food of choice for many Americans, a renewable, sustainable resource. And we've got to be good stewards of it, but we also have to be cognizant of the impacts as we regulate it. I share concerns about the data, and we've got to find ways to better integrate the scientists with those who actually are on the water and doing the fishing. I know there's issues here in terms of budgetary constraints, but we've got to find a way to better do that. That will give people more confidence, and it may give us some different data sets and give us more confidence in the data. I want to look at where we set hard targets for recovery. If we begin to make progress in recovery, it's kind of ironic. On the way down, essentially we don't regulate and you can overfish till you get to the point where we've got to declare a stock depleted and then put in place a 10-year plan. On the way up, there's very little flexibility. I'd suggest that we want to look at these plans and see whether if you reach certain points during recovery that you could then perhaps allow a little bit more enhanced fishing and maybe at some point even say, okay, recovery is going well, what we've done is working, but now we're going to take a little longer window than 10 years to get there, and we're going to relieve some of the pressure in the interim on the economic hardship. So my intent here is not to overexploit the resource, but my intent is that we develop something that works both for the resource and for those who are dependent upon it for a living and those who prefer it on a dietary basis. It is a large and important industry, not only in my district but for the nation, and we've got to both use it wisely and husband it for the future. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have all the answers, and that's why I'm here today.